Hi all, I'm Stef. I'm an autistic writer, and I just thought I'd quickly jump on because I'm about to go and get a haircut. Now, for years, having my hair cut at barbers or hairdressers is something I avoided, and I mean for decades. In fact, I used to get my wife to cut my hair once a month with some clippers. And I didn't kind of really think about it other than that I was being a bit tight and trying to save money. But actually what I've become more aware of since my autism diagnosis is that I find barbers and hairdressers quite anxiety inducing kind of place. Anxiety and autism can go hand in hand as conditions. And I think I was thinking about it this morning and how, I don't know, the thought of just going to a barber's, even now I'm literally about to leave and I'm quite tense about it because I don't know how long the wait time will be. I don't know whether I manage to get a parking space close to the barber's or not. I don't know how to describe how I want my hair cut. I went for the first time in as I say, decades, right before Christmas, and the guy did a brilliant job. But I don't know what it was called that he did, so I don't know quite how to describe what I want him to do again. And then the worst part is always, you sit down in the chair and the barber, the hairdresser, wants to talk to you. Oh, I don't do small talk, I don't do chit chat, as a lot of autistic people will say. And that freaks me out as well because I don't know what I'm going to talk about. Usually I have pre-scripted questions and answers that I can go to if I'm forced to meet new people, but I only usually have 5 or 6 of those and then I run out and my mind goes blank. So the thought of going to a barber's now and I don't know what they might throw at me, what they might ask. I don't want my answers to come across as odd or strange, or them to think that I'm weird in some way, even though clearly I am a little bit. So that makes me a little bit anxious and nervous as well. Anyway, so I'm going to go and have it done and I'll be back in a little bit and you'll see the results and I can talk through how well or badly it went. I'm sure it'll be fine. You know, there are bigger, more stressful things going on in this world than a trip to the hairdressers, but I'll hit you back in a little bit. Hey, so I am back from the barber's, as hopefully you can tell if you have a look at my stylish new hairstyle. You can see I've had a bit of a trim and a bit of a line cut in here. So I just thought I'd give you an update on how it all went and let you know whether all my stress and anxiety first thing this morning was worth it or not. So first things first, I got to the barber's and there was a parking space right outside the shop that I was able to nab, which was good. I mean, I didn't have a headache trying to look for somewhere to park. It was within walking distance. And when I got in, there was only one person in the queue ahead of me. So again, not a massive wait time. So that kind of eased matters. And actually, I think it helped that I'd been in that barber's now once before. So I knew what the layout was going to be like. So I think definitely today's trip was a lot less anxious than when I went this time last month, so that's a win. And the last time I was there, my beard was a little bit out of control, so I'd asked them to do something with that as well, and it wasn't clear to me whether the barber planned to do something with my beard this time or not, whether I'd asked for the right thing or not. So the whole time I was sat in the chair I was again a bit anxious. I'm not comfortable asking for help and asking clarifying questions all the time. So I didn't want to ask him what he was going to do. I just was kind of hoping that everything would be fine. So I was a little bit nervous and tense, but he did a great job and he did trim my beard and brought out a hot steam towel for my face, which was really nice actually, really enjoyed. And interestingly, I think one of the reasons I figured out while I was in the chair, one of the reasons I dislike going to the barbers as well is I'm very sensitive to touch. I don't like people touching me or being too close. And obviously when you're sat in a barber's chair, they're touching your head, they're touching your face. And in fact, when you have the kind of the hot towel on your face as well, there was a bit of kind of massaging of cream and things that was going on as well, which is a little bit awkward. But actually quite nice. And by the time we'd finished, actually I did feel, what's the expression, feel like $1 million. I felt like a younger, fresher man. which was good. So all in all, it went well. Really pleased with the result. He did actually what I wanted, even though I didn't tell him exactly what I wanted. So that's good, and definitely a place I'm going to go back to again. I think if you're someone who doesn't enjoy going to the hairdressers or barbers or wherever as well, some of the little things that kind of helped me today. So I had my fidget spinner ring with me, so I was able to kind of play with that underneath the cloak thing that they put on. And also I didn't kind of have to make eye contact with the barber, which I think helped. I mean, he didn't ask me any questions, which was a massive help. But I think actually had he started chatting to me at the start, I think I would have felt confident to say to him, I don't really want to talk, which is something I did recently when I was having a tattoo done. So that's a kind of a helpful thing. And I think closing my eyes as well. So there's times when he was trying to cut the fringe or whatever else, so his hands were close to my eyes, so I could naturally close them at that point, and then kind of kept them closed for a bit as well. So there's a couple of little tips that certainly helped me, and I think finding somewhere that you're comfortable and happy with is definitely a bonus. So that's twice I've been there now, and definitely where I'll probably go next month when I have to go back again, but I'm going to worry about that for another kind of 5 or 6 weeks, so should all be good till then. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please do give it a like, and of course remember to subscribe to my channel so you can follow my kind of post-diagnosis journey as I progress over the next 12 months. I'm Steph, and I am an autistic writer. Thanks for watching.